to our subject, industrial motor controls. This morning, I will be introducing to you the different parts of industrial motor control. Now, these are the very common parts used in magnetic starter. So, whatever available, I will show it to you. And then briefly, I will discuss the principle of operation and at the same time, its function. So, please take note if you want to. But if you will not take note, then of course, you can view this video many times until you can memorize all those motor control parts. So we have here the motor control parts. Now, as you see, we have plenty. No? So I will pick this one by one, and then I will explain to you. So these are the common parts used in industrial control. So, okay? So look at that. So we have, and then in fact, you can use this for your actual connections. As what I have told you, we have plenty of parts, materials to learn or to study industrial control. And this is with skill, because it is really necessary for you to install, to connect, and of course, we will also give you on how to troubleshoot and repair motor controls. Okay? So let us start. First, I'm going to introduce to you the push buttons. There are two types of push buttons here. We have here the surface type. This is a forward reverse. If that is single, then that is the one. You have the start stop. But if that is forward reverse, so you have your forward, you have your reverse, and then you have your stop. So this is the push button that we will be using. Okay. Then, and remember, I gave you already the diagrams. I mean the symbols for this. Now I'm going to interpret to you draw the contacts so that you will understand how it is done inside. Then we have here the contacts. Okay, we have here the contacts, and I will explain it to you. Okay, so first, this is the contact arrangement of that forward reverse push button. Remember, you have forward, you have reverse. So you have here. So that is the one. So this is your push button, like that. So this is your forward. Okay. Then you have also another one here, like that. This is your reverse. And then of course, here you have your stop. So this is your forward button. This is your reverse button. And then this is your stop button. You will notice that in the forward and reverse, you have double contact. Okay? Double contact. Look at that. So here, you have a normally closed, and then here you are normally open. So when you press the button here, this one will contact the normally open, like also this one. So this is what we call a brake make push button. So you have your brake make push button. Ano? Brake make push button. Then why is it called brake make? You have here, brake make push button. Then why is it called brake make push button? Usually, this is called double contact. Now, why is it called brake make push button? I will set you an example. For instance, this is your brake make push button. Then, like that. No? Then I will connect it to the source. This is your line 1. Okay, then you have your lamp number 1. Then you have here lamp number 2. Okay, so connect that together. and this is your line 2. So if you are going to switch this, to a source 220, then of course, considering that this is normally closed, lamp number 1 immediately lights. But when you press this button here, and then this one will reach to this contact, lamp number 1 will off, and then lamp number 2 will light. Then why is it was break, make, pause button? Because when you press the button here, you are trying to break the flow of current. You are trying to cut off the flow of current. That's why it is called break. And then when it touches here, you are making a flow of current. Okay? So when this contact here, this one will touch here, will contact here, then we are making a flow of current. So from here, you switch on, then this will contact, then the current will pass through lamp number 2. That is why it is called break, make, push button. But usually, when we buy a push button, we call it double contact. Okay? Now, this is the contact configuration of your forward reverse. Now, for the start stop, now we have a start stop there. We are only using start and stop button. So the contact is like this. One. So this is your stop button, or rather, we will try to make the stop first. So this is your stop button, start button, and then below you have your start button. So ipot paano na siya like that, in house, in close. So you have your stop button here, or off button, and then this one, this is your start or on button. Now remember, this is your line or terminal, this one, and then what you will do in this portion here, you have to short circuit this, no, and then that will be the correction. So if you will number this one, this is 1, then you have 2, then you have 3. Now remember, in a push button, start to stop, there are only 3 terminals or leads will come out, because the beginning of the normally open and normally closed connected together, so it will serve as the neutral wire. Okay, so if you will interpret this into a diagram, it looks like this. 1, like that. Okay, so look at there, this is your stop, this is your start. So muna siya, that is why this one here, I just simply interpret that into a one-line diagram, so that you will understand it. Okay, so this is the push button. As what I have told you, there are 2 types. This is a surface type because there's a box here. So what you are going to do, you immediately mount this to the wall. While this one, this is what we call flash type. No, this is a flash type push button. Okay, now we will use green and red here. So this is your stop button, and of course you have your, we will have it the red and green. Okay, I have here. So you have here the red. No. Sorry. Look at this. Green. Where it is? It's blue. I think I don't have red here. Okay. You have here, no? You have here the green and the red. So the red here will serve as your stop button, and the green here serve as your start button. Now remember, the red, you have a double contact, no? As I illustrated here. This one also, you have also a double contact. So if you will be using this as your start and stop button, what you are going to do in this portion here, you will only use the normally close. While here, you will also use the the normally open. Though this is double contact, but you will only use the normally closed and the normally open contact. So this is what we call flush type. Okay, so there are two types of push button. No? We have the surface type, okay, and then you have the flush type. So in a flush type, you need to place this in a box, in an enclosure. So this is the one that will come out. You can usually see this in the panel board. Okay, panel board. Then maybe I will show you that as we go on with our lessons. Okay, so you have here, there are different types of push buttons here. Or look at that, no? Now this one and this one, different brand, but of course the principle of operation is the same. The construction is only different. So here, oh, look at that, no? So you have here the normally closed, that one portion. Look at the contact. You have here the normally closed, then you have the normally open. So when I press the button here, no, this one, so the contact will go down and touch the normally open. So again, this is a momentary push button. You can switch this or push this only for a short period of time. So when you press that one, the motor runs, then release your finger. The motor will already run. Okay? So of course, if I'm going to introduce to you the control circuit of the magnetic contactor, or rather magnetic starter, then you can understand the principle of operation here. Okay, so we have also another one, you know, look at the push button, a combination of on and off. Oh, look at that. So this is flush type because you will have a control box, and then this is the one that will come out. So what you will do, you bore a hole, and then you install this, no? This one, you pull this out, and then you have here the white one, then put that in a hole, and then cover it. Then that is the one that will come out. So you have double contact here. You can easily identify where is the normally open and normally closed, or the start and stop button because of the color coding. So you have green, so this is normally open. Then you have red, this is normally closed or for stop button. Okay, so we have plenty here. Another type, another brand. See, but you can still use this at the same, no, any of these, the same principles, the same principle of operation, but the construction is different. Okay, we have also here another type. Now this is a selector switch. Okay, this is a selector switch. So you have here a center off. If you will do like that, that will on, then stop, then on. So center off. So again, this is a brake make push button. So if you will put that in the middle, no, in the middle, that is off. The contact here, no, the short circuiting part here is in the middle. So if you will push that one, the upper portion will contact, then the lower portion will contact. So usually this is used for automatic and manual. If you want to let your control to run manually, so adjust it like this, then manual. Then if you want to make it remote control or automatic, you adjust it there. So this is a selector switch for manual or automatic. Okay, so there are different applications where you can use it. So this is very important. If you want also to use this only a mere switch, okay, on, then off, on, then off. No, and for you, at the same time, this can be used also as emergency button. For example, you are using this. No, I have already marked up here where I connected this, serve as the start and stop button. So if you are using this as a start and stop, at the same time, you are also using this as an emergency button. Okay, so that is the difference. If you will use this, it depends, no, on the application. Okay, so those are push buttons. Okay, Then we have here another one, another push button. Now this is a mechanical push button. Even without a magnetic contactor, you can immediately use this. So this is start stop, no? On, motor will run. Then off, motor will stop. Okay? So when it is on, you will notice that it will automatically close, no? There is a clip inside that will hold the contact. Look at that. And then release. Then the button is on. So this is mechanical push button. While this one, this is considered as magnetic push button. Okay? Magnetic push button. This will work without a maintaining contact. While this one, even without maintaining contact, this will already switch on the motor. So if you have the hands on, or when you do the actual, you can use this. You can use this automatically even without the magnetic contactor, because this is already considered as a controlling device. But if you want to control your motor unprotected with an overload relay, you can still use this. Okay? You can still use this. This is one type of push button. And then we have also another one. No, I will introduce this. You know, in every control possible, there are indicating lamps. So why is it that there's an indicating lamps? This is to indicate what particular part of the circuit is working. Okay? Or energized. For instance, you have here one type of indicating lamp. This indicating lamp is a transformerized lamp. Okay? This is a transformerized lamp. You have here. Now I will explain this to you. Why is it called transformerized lamp? Because you have here, this is your transformer, and then you have your primary side here, you have secondary side, and then you have your the lamp, like that. Then this one is rated 220 volts, so you can connect this directly to a line voltage of 220. But the bulb here, considering that this is the secondary side and this is the primary side, the bulb here is only 6.3 volt. So that is why it is called transformerized. Okay? Transformerized. So if you will open this, no? You have here the bulb. Okay? And then this portion here, this is your primary winding, where you will connect it directly to 220. So this is flash type material, or flash type part. You bore a hole, then put it there in the hole, and then you lock this one. You like that. Okay? You lock that. Then in the panel board, this is the one that will come out. Okay, so you have here the transformerized lamp, but we have also another type of lamp here. This one, this is a lead type lamp. We have this lead. So immediately, you can immediately on this to a 220 volt source. I think there's a need for me to illustrate to you how it is, if it is really working. Here, if this is a 220 volt, now make it sure that the voltage here is rated 220 volts, because there is a caption here, not 220, because there are also indicating lamps that is only good for 12 volts. 6 volts. So make it sure that you can see the caption here where it indicates here 220 volts. So you can immediately connect this to 220. If it's still good, then it will like come on, here, lose contact, no? Look at that. So you have that, no? So this is a 220 volt source. See? So 220 volts. Well, this transformerized here, that one, then 220, then you're here. See? So these are the one that you will connect to your circuit to indicate if the system is working or energized. Now, you will also observe that there are different colors. No? Then it depends to you. Usually, this is used for trip lamp or power lamp, while this is already because that is green. So this is a load side, load for indicating lamp. You will connect this directly to the holding coil, where that magnetic contactor is controlling the what? The motor. So you have the green. This is your load. This one can be a trip or can be a power lamp. Then we have also different colors here, no? It depends na sa inyo. How will you do it or how will you use it? You have also yellow. So this can be maybe an auxiliary. If you have an auxiliary circuit in your magnetic starter, then maybe you can use this as a one indicating lamp for that particular motor. Okay, so these are the lamps. These are indicating lamps. So we have plenty here. Why? Because when you connect a magnetic starter, I will let you connect the, for example, magnetic across the line. So using line 1, line 2 like this, no? I will like this. Like this one. I will on this, no? This is complete. Okay. So you have here the motor, then you have your magnetic starter here. Okay. You have the magnetic contactor, you have the push button, then you have the overload relay. So this one is called magnetic starter. And then the name of this, no, this is under full voltage magnetic starter, where the motor will immediately receive 220 volts. Then you have this an overload relay. This is the protection, no, the protector of your motor. When there is an overload that will occur in your motor while in operation, then this one will take care to trip or to stop the motor. Then you have here the push button. Okay, so let us say we have here the motor, the single phase motor. So if I'm going to switch on that one, no? So the motor is running. Okay, then off, on, then off. Actually, there is a cover here, no? The green and then the red. So you have here the start button, so that is green. Then you have here the stop button. So this is the magnetic contactor. So of course, I'm going to explain this to you. Now, whenever there is what we call a short circuit here or overload, let us say it ends, no? I will only trip. Now there is no trouble. But what if the trouble is there, no? Too much load in the circuit or too much load in the motor. So you load the motor beyond its capacity. So it is now the protection or the overload relay will take responsible. So look at this. See? It's off immediately. Meaning to say there is an overload. So what you will do? Maybe you remove some loads or remove the load and then reset like that. When you reset, then on again. Okay? So that is the magnetic. So if I'm going to on the power, because there's a circuit breaker here, when I on the circuit breaker, this lamp will light. Meaning to say that there is already power. Then when I press the button here, then the green light is lighting. It means that the load now is working or in operation. And then it so happens that there is a trip, no? It trips because there is an overload like that. Then maybe another red or maybe an orange, no? You have the power, the red, then you have the load, the green, and maybe this is the trip lamp. So the trip lamp will light. So as soon as you see that the yellow one is lighting, meaning that your motor is trip or there is an overload. Okay? So, you can find this in a control board. So, that is the importance of indicating lamp. So, I hope it is understood, no? And then, we have also another type of parts here. No? This one. This is our toggle switch. The toggle switch, you have 6 terminals. You have the center, then you have here the same, no? In the selector switch, the same principle. The selector switch, this one. The principle of this and this one, the same purpose. Here, look at this, no? You have here center off, on, off, on. This one also, this is toggle switch. You have also on, off, on. So, the same principle with the other one. So, if you will look at the diagram here, it looks like this. You have the contact, 6 terminals, like that. So, this portion, if the contact is like this, meaning it is in the off position. Okay? It is in the off position. Then, if once it will look like this, and it means to say this one is on. Okay? The center here is off. And then when you switch it down here, okay? So this will contact, then it will look like this. Now, let us remember this, no? This is the principle of operation of the toggle switch. Like that. I said, if you look like this, no, that is normally open or off. So when you switch on up the contact below, it will work. You switch on up, huh? Is that? When you switch on, it will on up. Here it is. I lost here. So when I switch it there, it is the lower portion. There is a continuity. When I put it like this, down, it is the upper portion, or will have the contact. So that is the principle of operation. It does not mean that when you switch on, the contact in the upper portion is in being contacted, and then when you do that, the lower portion, no, it's not. So when you switch on, again, I will emphasize it, then it is the contact below, and when you switch on down, it is the contact in the upper portion. Okay? So that is the principle of the toggle switch. Now, we can use this. No? Instead of using the selector switch like this, you can also use this as your selector switch. Okay? Selector switch. Now, and then again, we have also another one here. We will go to timers. Actually, I will explain. We have really one topic for timer alone. Now, timer, usually this is used for delay. Anyway, I can make a diagram or a certain application where we can use the timer. The timer is a solid timer. There are different electrical timers. And then there is a specific application of every timer. But there are two types of timer, no? We have the on delay and we have the off delay. Now, actually, we cannot call the timer, that is generic. But timer is a relay. Remember that, it's still a relay. So, meaning to say that there is normally open, normally closed, and common terminals. I'm not going to explain to you the diagram as well as the operation because there is already one lecture for that purpose, all about timers. So we have the on delay, then we have the off delay timer. But actually, the name of this is time delay relay. Okay? Time delay relay. That's the term or the name. Not when you say timer, of course, you will give that part or that material. So you have your time delay relay. it means timer. In the timer, you have on delay and you have off delay. And then there are also classes of timer. When we see solid state timer, that is electronically done or connected, or shall we say, the circuit there is more on electronics. There are semiconductors inside the timer. So that is what we call solid state timer. Okay, then that is what we call electronic timer. Then we have also another timer here, like this, no? This is the sample. This is star delta or Y delta timer. Usually this timer is used for the reduced voltage magnetic starter, Y delta magnetic starter. Because from Y, it will set automatically to delta. So there is really a delay. So you need a transition time. So you can use this timer. This is only intended for star delta starter. So you will use this one. Okay, anyway, this will be explained when we touch the Y delta magnetic starter. And then we have also some other type here. No? It depends on the brand. We have the Anli brand. This is on delay timer. And then this is programmable. No? You can have this timer. This can become a 60 minutes timer, a 6 minutes timer, a 60 seconds timer, and a 6 seconds timer. So this is programmable. No? It depends of your design of your circuit. Then you have also the mode A, mode B. Then you have the program here. And then you have the indicating lamp. Then you have the dial here. Anyway, you don't need to worry because I will really explain the details on this. No? Particularly how it is embedded or connected in the circuit. So usually, this is for delay. So when we say on delay, of course, it will on after a few seconds or a few minutes. It depends on your setting. And if you have also off delay, it will off even though the circuit is already off, but still it is working. So there is a certain time that the timer will off. So that is what we call off delay. Okay, I will explain this. And then we have also a double timer. No, we have a double timer here. Again, I will explain this to you. This is still programmable. This can become, this is programmable. This can become a 60 minutes and 6 minutes, or it will become also 60 seconds and 6 seconds. Here, this is double timer. This is a flash type timer. But this one is surface type timer. In the surface type timer, you have here the base. No? You have here the base. Yeah. You have here the base. This one. This is the base. You have here an 11 type. No, 11 connections. Or I mean pins. This is by pins. Pins terminal. You have also here the base. No? When you buy timer, you always include the base. No? Timer with base. Okay? Because it depends, no, of the contacts. Here, so there are 11 here. Then there are also 11 hole for the intended for the pins. Okay, so don't worry, I will explain this all. Then we have also another timer here. Now we have here the timer. This is also very what we call important to have this kind of timer because here it is. I think I was not able to bring that one. Well, anyway, I will introduce that, no? As I found it. Here. This one. This is a pneumatic timer, no? This is a pneumatic timer. I will also explain this. This is mechanical timer using an air. Yeah, pero. So when you energize this this one will automatically drop, and because of the diaphragm there, slowly it will contact. You have here the normally open and the normally closed contact here. So if you want to adjust the timer, let us see, you want it to become fast or slow, you just adjust this screw. But of course, you have to put, let us say, you need only 60 seconds. So adjust it, then time. So while it will click, so 60. Not like this one, no? You have already done indicating here. You have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you want 10 minutes, so what you will do, you adjust immediately to 10 minutes. Very easy. But this one, you need to time it. Then adjust, then time. So this is what we call a pneumatic timer. Okay? So you have a holding coil, and then you have here the pneumatic, you have the diaphragm here, then you have the contact here. They normally open, normally close, and common terminals. Okay? So I will introduce. So this is also, I will explain this together with the other type of timers. Now, we have also another one here, no? We have also here the Y Delta, different brand. So up to 30 seconds. The setting time for Y to Delta, according to the book, is 7 to 12 seconds. First, it will become Y, then after a few seconds, it will become automatically Delta. Then you are using a Y Delta timer. Then, remember, timer can be an AC or DC timer with different time, no? So what you will do, you just simply set this one. This one is also a timer. This is a top load timer. So if you have, like for example, this one, no? But this is not the brand, of course, it will not fit. Like that, no? So this is the contactor. So what you will do, you insert that one, no? This is telemechanic. Then this one is not telemechanic, this is Fuji. So it will not really fix, but the purpose is like that, no? So this is still considered as a pneumatic timer. But we call it top load timer because you can immediately insert that to a contactor. Okay? Then of course, you have here the normally closed, and then you have the normally open. Then you have here the adjustment. So this is one type of timer. Okay? Now next, we have here a voltmeter adjuster. You know, I'm going to explain this now. You have here the, this is a voltage adjuster. We call it voltage adjuster. Okay? How it works, voltage starter. Voltage, this is an indicator, no? Voltage adjuster. Okay. So how would you connect this? There are terminals at the back. Then this is a flash type. So remember, if that is three-phase, line 1, line 2, line 3, so considering that this is, they are using European standard, so let us say this is R, this is S, this is T. So we are now in the source side. Okay? So we have here RS, you have here ST, then you have RT. Now remember, every phase is rated 220 volts, like that. RS 220, ST 220, then RT, also here, and this one here is 220 volts. Then if I'm going to test, because in three-phase, it should have a balanced voltage, no, in every phase. So if I'm going to test the RS, I will just simply adjust this. Put that to RS. So I mean to say I tested the R and S. Then of course there is a meter, because how would you connect this? This is your adjustment. This is your voltage adjuster. No, you put it there because this is a three-phase, like that. And then here you have an indicator of voltmeter. Okay, so this is your voltage adjuster. Voltage adjuster. So if I will press R and T, so I'm going to measure the R and T. Then it will indicate 220. If I will adjust it to ST, no, ST, like that. So is and T 2020 is it will indicate. Why is it you have this? Usually they are using 3 meters. Okay? So voltmeter 1, voltmeter 2, voltmeter 3. So if you want to measure, you measure this individually like that. Like that. Then the other one is here, and then the other one is here. So you are using 3 voltmeter. Maybe this is for R, R and S. Diba? This one is R and T. And then this one is S and T. So you are using 3 meters. But usually, in the industrial plant, you cannot find it like this. Instead, you have the voltage adjuster, and then you have the voltage. So you are only using 1 voltmeter because you have already the voltage adjuster. Okay? So they are no longer using 3 meters here. Very expensive. So why buy this one, having this 3? In fact, you can use only 1. But of course, with the aid of voltage adjuster. So this is also very important. Okay? Then we have also another, by the way, you have also here the one type of overload relay. This is an overload relay. No, you have here the lines, the terminal. Then you have here the overload contact. This one, overload contact. Okay? These are overload contact. Anyway, I will explain this part. No, where I will really remove the cover here, then I will let you see what is inside. So this is overload relay. Now there are different types of construction of overload. It depends on the brand. This one. This is also overload relay. This one, different brand. No? We have also another one here. Different brand. So this is overload relay. This is overload relay. Okay? So this is the one responsible in protecting your motor from overload. And then this is connected in series with your magnetic starter like this. You have your magnetic conductor, you have the overload relay. So this is considered as power circuit. Then you have your circuit breaker, and then below you have the overload relay like this. You have the magnetic conductor, you have the overload relay, then the motor is connected directly to the overload relay, while the magnetic conductor is connected directly to your circuit breaker. Okay? So that is it. You have this. Then you have also another one, after the overload relay, you have the magnetic conductor. So this is your magnetic conductor. One type of one, this is Japan. No? Then we have also another brand. This one. This is also a magnetic conductor. Then we have also another brand here. We have also another brand here. But the same principles. Remember the same principles. Principle of operation, the same. The same standard when it comes to markings. Okay? In fact, we have the big one here. Look at that. So if you have a big horsepower, large horsepower motor, then you will also use this one. Anyway, I will explain the details on this when we study magnetic conductors. So we have plenty, no? We have plenty of magnetic conductors. Now, another one is we have here the control relay. The same. We have the base here. We have a base like this. This one. You can use the base of the timer, and then you can also use this. It depends on the number of pins, like that. So this is the base. This is control relay. Control relay, usually this is used for auxiliary circuits, small size circuits. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so this is control relay. Sometimes it is called latching relay. I will also explain this to you. There are different types of relay, like that. No? This is a relay. No, this is a relay with a base. Then we have also this one. This is also a relay. So I will explain everything about this. This is control relay. Now remember, magnetic contactor, this is used for three-phase circuit, while control relay, usually this is used for single phase. Okay, so that is the one. Then, by the way, I have also another brand here. No, this is Omron. This is still a timer. This is what is that? Pneumatic timer. The same principle, the first one. Okay, I will also explain that. Then we have also another one here, push button. This is usually for up and down. I will press this one. Actually, you are connecting this so a forward reverse starter, but there is no maintaining contact. So you have to press this one always. Then it will go up. Okay. Now once you will, it will reach to the desired distance or height, then you release. Then if you want to make it go down it, then you press this one. Usually this is used for always to haste, no? In the ship, barko, kita nimo na industrial plant, makita nimo motor at the roof, at the ceiling, then they are using this. Okay? Now, there are still plenty of magnetic control parts, but I only explaining to you here, introducing to you here the most common part that we are using. Okay? Now, this is also to remind my students, particularly in the industrial control. We are inhibited to go to our campus, so of course, you cannot do any actual connections there, any actual installation. But if you want to connect, we will not do it there in the campus. But if you are really interested, if you live nearby, no, maybe you are in the city, I am in the Balulang, then I brought some of these materials here, and then we have also plenty of connecting leads, like this, no, connecting leads, and then you will also observe that it is ready. No? You have already terminals here. You will use the connecting leads, and then you have the push button, then you have the indicating lamps. You can connect this. So, but the skill or the competency that you will get out of this connection or method, no, you can only interpret the diagram, but that is not actually the real installation. So when you are connecting this using alligator clip or connecting leads, you are simply interpreting the diagrams. But if you will really connect the actual, so we have to enclose that in a motor box, control box, this one, and you are doing the correct or actual installation. Okay? Now, this is our agreement. Well, anyway, this is not compulsory, but you are encouraged. If you want to learn on how to connect the actual for these controllers, basic lang ha. But of course, we have to observe the protocol. You have to wear your mask, you have to wear your face shield, and then we will also observe social distancing. Now remember, I will not force you to come. You are only encouraged to come if you want to do the actual. Okay? Because it is nice, really, to have an actual, because there are a tendency. It is good if the COVID will be, you know, until December, then no COVID, then maybe by next year, you can come to our shop. But what if, until next year, COVID is still there? So there is a tendency that the whole semester will be finished without an actual. You are more on lecture. Okay? So remember, it is really different. If you will do the actual, and then compare to lecture. But this is our agreement. When you come here, if possible, there is a waiver from your parents. You can come here, and then there is a letter from your parents that you they allow you to come. But if you don't have a waiver, please do not come. Because, you know, I have to defend myself also. Because we are not instructed by the administrator that you can let the students come to your place and then let them connect. No, they don't. We are not given instruction. there was no memo. There is no memo about it. But this is only my initiative. So I am encouraging you to come. But you are not forced to come. I will make it clear. You are not forced to come. But when you come, if possible, there is a letter from your parents that they allow you to come in our place for you to connect the actual. Then, wear your face mask, wear your face shield, and then we will observe a social distancing. So from there, I think we are not violating the protocol. Okay? Now remember, the city ordinance tells us if we violate this ordinance, we are going to pay 2,000 pesos plus community service and then 15 days imprisonment. So, you know, para walay problema, let us follow the protocol. That is why I choose work from home. I choose work from home. That is why I bring some of these materials in my home. Okay? So, it is my problem. If you will come, then maybe you will come in by pair if you want to. Okay? So, as what I have told you, as we go on, I will also introduce some of those parts that are not being introduced to you today. Okay? So much for that. And I hope that you learn from this lecture. And then, of course, you can view this anytime you want. Thank you. Good day, and God bless us.